Welcome to Cinekuest Video.
Dangerous. A computer composite of 183 serial killers.
You see, in your world, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away, but in my world, killing is a real rush.
Do I have to shut you down?
I will not be shut down.
But now, he's leaving the virtual world for ours.
Welcome to the real world.
I think I'm gonna like it here.
Paramount Pictures invites you to meet the future's most dangerous killers.
I said 6.7, got himself out of the computer. Recognize him?
One's digital,
Kill my wife, my daughter.
the other's the law.
Where's my gun?
Hey, Parker! This one's for you! On your knees! Shut up! Here we go.
Here's a copycat.
He's recreating mass murders. SID 6.7 is intent on improving the original.
Say thank you. He's gonna want more victims. He's gonna want bigger events. He's gonna want more coverage.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Death TV.
This is not a game, but Sid is still from the game.
He only enjoys playing against his favorite opponent, and that's me. How long do you think it's gonna take for them to get your termination authorized? And who should you really be going after, killer? Them or me?
I am the future.
It's not gonna be the same this time, Parker. That's right.
Hey, Parker! Deja vu!
Just because I'm carrying around the joy of killing your family inside me doesn't mean we can't be friends.
Boom!
Game over. That's reality for you.
Record.
Testing.
We're good. Okay.
Yeah.
Testicles.
All right.
What number are we on, Ray?
Welcome to Cinekuest Video, episode number
54.
54. Yes, I said 45.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm all dyslexic right now.
Now?
It's from being through all the virtual reality shit.
What about, like... Okay, yeah, sure. It's got nothing to do with the 12-pack of fucking...
No, not at
something we
all.
just went through.
Don't worry about the alcohol.
The alcohol is
Actually, to quote Hank Hill, don't blame the beer.
Right. It's an enhancer.
But before we actually get into the actual episode, I want to take a moment to say,
Wait,
if you want to follow us on social media.
This isn't the episode now?
It is now, but before we get into it.
Right.
When now?
Oh my God.
Then.
Good one, Dark
now.
Helmet.
Well, when was that? Just then.
If you can
First on third.
rate and review us on Apple or Google, or follow us on
Just now.
Spotify. We are on iHeartRadio now, so if you want to take a minute to delve into that, that would help us a lot.
Yeah.
If you want to support us in any other way.
If you're having trouble finding iHeart Radio, use Alta Vista or maybe
Ask Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves. Yeah.
Ask Jeeves.
Yahoo.
Yeah, Yahoo. Yahoo News.
If you're going to use Yahoo, get ready to be hacked. But hey, it's still a thing. All right.
We just want to get this out of the way because we... any way to support us would be helpful if you just either rate and review us or follow us on any of the platforms that you listen to the podcast. Okay, so right now we do have myself, Ray, and in the Nowhere Man Studios,
Roland,
and in Pacific Northwest
was Daniel.
And joining us again after about a month, 2 months or so, Bryce.
Has
a bit of a hiatus.
Man, it feels like it's been forever, Bryce, but yeah.
Yeah, the last one Bryce was on was Reanimator, the first one.
Yeah. Well, we are living in the behind future backasswards times, so yeah, it just feels like forever.
So, are we now?
It just feels like forever.
Well, time has gone by, things happen. People have lives and shit,
Yeah,
so we
and
gotta
shit.
press on,
Right.
and we hope to bring everyone back at some point.
Right. And that's why we're here now.
Okay, so again, episode 54, and then that is accurate. If you've listened to any of our episodes, between 50 to 53, there was a bit of a discrepancy on whether or not what
What episode was gonna be which,
what
yeah.
number was, because we were recording the episodes all out of sync, so whatever. On this
Out
movie,
of stink.
out of stink.
Yes.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry. That's that Vizzy alcohol talking.
Breathe deep.
All right.
We only call Roland out for those sort of things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Yeah, it's an unspoken rule that's now spoken. So now you know.
You're fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
Okay.
Bryce.
On this episode, we're going to be talking about the movie Virtuosity, 1995.
Released in 95.
Yes, 1995, yes. I think it was, you can assume that I just telling the year that it's released.
Virtuosity 1995.
Yeah.
All right.
Roland, when did you first see this movie?
I'd have to say it was probably in the same year. I didn't get to check it in theaters, but I know I went to rent it from ye olde Blockbuster down the road.
Did you know?
Yeah, it was just one of those random, hey, this looks cool. And if you've seen the cover art for the box, it does look pretty fucking nifty. And picked it up and checked it out and was like, hey, who's this? The Russell Crowe guy. All right, he kind of looks like a douche. This is good. All right.
Daniel, what about you?
I don't remember what year I saw it, but I remember it being on HBO or some other movie channel.
Oh, you caught it on the hoity-toity cable TV.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Thank you, middle class upbringing. Not going to deny it. There's privilege there, but yeah, we had the
It's good.
HBO. Yeah,
It's good.
Bryce, is this the first time you've seen it, or have you seen it before? Or have seen part of it?
Never seen this movie before.
Have you heard of this movie before?
No, actually, I haven't.
Yeah, it's kind of a forgotten movie. Like,
Oh, yeah,
it kind of just
absolutely.
came and went fairly quickly.
Before Ray mentioned this one, like last month or the month prior,
I completely forgot about this shit.
me too.
Man.
And like when you sent me the text, like, oh yeah, Virtuosity, and I looked at the trailer, I was like, holy fuck, I remember this now. Yeah, that was cool.
Daniel, speaking of HBO or cable, the first time I heard about this movie wasn't from it
didn't see this
being
in
in theaters.
theaters?
No, I saw it on HBO.
Oh,
And it's because HBO had like this whole behind the scenes
another privilege
type of another privileged youth coming at you.
I swear.
There was a behind the scenes kind of like little segment
Why
on
can't you be poor
HBO.
like the rest of us? How dare you?
Because I'm lucky. I'm sorry.
How dare you?
And they were I remember them mentioning a lot about the special effects and how
Yeah.
groundbreaking they were.
Groundbreaking.
Yeah, groundbreaking. Yeah, groundbreaking they were. And
This is going to be a good episode. Yeah, it was way better. Yeah.
but realizing that this movie did come out in 1995. 3 years earlier, we had Terminator 2, which had way better special effects
Yeah.
in the movie.
Well, we could probably
this
look
is-
at budgets or
this
something
is,
and go.
this is,
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
This is like some like time cop fucking.
You keep saying Time Cop, and I think Time Cop has better special
He's
effects.
brought that up like 3 times.
twice.
Time Cop?
Yeah, I was gonna say like some budgets. Like this is like some fucking like time cop Lawnmower Man, giant demonic.
Well,
kinda-
Lawnmower
See,
Man came out
it was 3
years
times.
before this, man.
Yeah, that's true. Fuck.
Lawnmower Man or Lawnmower Man 2? When did Lawnmower,
Lawnmower Man came out in 1992.
Lawnmower Man 2
shit.
was
So I don't know what the excuse is here, but
in the past like 3 years, they didn't have any sort of advancement in
in technology, no.
CGI.
Ooh, wait.
It was a stagnant period,
Let's
during the Bush 1
They
years.
must have gone. They must have signed a contract with like a lower end CGI company in order to make this movie. Because
We want to look like Lawnmower Man, but not pay the money for it.
Right?
Can you help us?
yeah,
Oh, hold on. Let's see.
we need every special effect to look triangular or square. Like don't even try to make it like look realistic. We need virtual
Gentlemen,
reality kind of shit.
We have to know it's VR.
Speaking of budgets, if we want to go into that, apparently the budget for Lawnmower Man was 10 million, right? The budget for Time Cop was 27 million.
You know, if I'm just gonna jump ahead, the budget for this movie was 30 million.
30 fucking million.
So
that was just to lease out Staying Alive.
Yeah, like that's what we decided on.
That was 20 million.
Yeah, and then the rest was the Ready to Rumble guy. That's
oh yeah, the announcer guy. That was about 5 million.
Yeah, they're in the middle of a UFC fight.
Lou Diamond Reed.
You ready to rumble with that budget?
So basically, this budget had $5 million.
Yeah. Would you falter?
Yeah. This movie does star Denzel Washington and Russell Crowe. This is the first time I've seen Russell Crowe in this movie.
Credits. So like, I wanted to look up, but I was just lazy and didn't watch the movie till today because I spaced it yesterday. But I wonder what else Russell Crowe was in around that time, because he was the third billed actor, and I can't place the psychologist chick, but she's billed second in the like credits and shit.
Kelly Lynch.
Before Russell Crowe. It's Denzel, her, Russell, and I have no idea what the fuck this chick has done. But maybe like Crowe is like an upstart or something. But this is like a movie with Denzel.
I don't recognize.
But he's kind of an upstart. So
I don't recognize any of the movies.
I believe that
Russell Crowe was in.
Denzel Washington had come out in the movies Raising Cain or Ricochet. I don't remember which one, but I mean, I also know he was Malcolm X at some point.
Word. Yeah,
that was 92.
Yeah, so he has some star power behind him.
Yeah, for sure. Ricochet came out in 91, and I believe that is with John Lithgow, where John Lithgow's the.
When did Philadelphia come out? Was that later
93?
The Philadelphia, Tom Cruise.
That was 93.
93. Yeah, so
Tom Hanks.
So like, I mean, like
very different movie.
Yeah, I was actually thinking of Ricochet was
jumping
91.
on a couch at an open studio. I got AIDS.
I was thinking
he would denounce AIDS though. It's not real.
I was thinking of the fucking Pelican Brief, but Kelly.
What year was that?
That was like 95. No, hold on. That was 93. Yeah, and Kelly Lynch. Here we go. She's nobody. I mean, I don't. Roadhouse. She was Doc.
Oh, she was the girl.
All right. Yeah,
that makes sense. All right.
That was in 80.
All right.
That was in 89, but
not necessarily her first movie, but
no.
Questionable her acting skills on Virtuosity, because there's a point where she's crying for her daughter and there are no tears.
No, they had they had some like some sweat droplets or whatever on her face after.
Yeah,
I didn't see any
sweat. Somebody came with the Visine eventually.
Yeah.
But it wasn't for like the first like 3 takes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no.
My daughter, no.
And then they're in the like editing floor or on the editing floor. They're like, well, her acting wasn't as hollow in the scenes where she doesn't have the Visine. So let's just keep this bit and hopefully fans don't notice.
Nah, they don't. They didn't.
But we saw it. We saw what you did there.
Right.
And we kind of respect it because her acting was trash. So like whatever you could save it, dudes.
I think personally, Denzel and the girl phoned in the acting that they did on this movie. The only one I thought that went like all in was fucking Russell Crowe.
Yeah. So I really like
all in or overboard.
Yeah.
Or maybe overboard. Maybe he went overboard.
Those
right?
cold dead eyes of his.
Deep, man.
Yeah, he's screaming in every shot that he's like shooting a gun.
And Bryce, actually, you missed the brilliant symphony he tried to construct, or he actually did successfully constructed.
Right.
I didn't.
So the scene. So sorry, listeners.
like
We're just gonna jump into this like cool scene.
Yeah,
or
go
I'm gonna
ahead.
jump into it. Fuck y'all.
He's like in a club
You
or
don't have
whatever.
to. I'm sorry.
Oh, but I want to because it's so awesome. Just to help you because you jumped in like over like 3/4 the way
you
through the
missed
movie when we're
the
watching
funny
it.
bits.
So
like you didn't really miss any plot. This is
but there's this badass scene shortly after Sid 6.7 gets released or gets put out into the wild, and the wild being our world. He takes over like a dance studio sort of thing where they've got like cameras, pointed at people, showing all this like, polychrome bullshit up on the screens.
synthwave, baby.
And he takes all of them hostage and then starts recording their screams and their pleads for their life.
Right, to construct a symphony.
And then like puts it onto like an audio track and is sitting there fucking around with
It basically like a theremin or whatever.
yeah, like a theremin, yeah.
Like he's just
But,
like putting his
in the
hands over
future-
these like sort of like glass bulbs or whatever, and it's like
Bryce, basically it's Roland's dream instrument.
yeah, it is.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
he must have busted at least 3 nuts throughout that whole scene.
Yeah, so he's got like badass, like stereotypical late 80s kind of lead guitar going off. And then
Yeah, and he's wearing a fucking is that when he's wearing the purple tuxedo or the
No, it's the blue. It's the blue one.
It's the blue one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the blue one. Yeah.
Throughout this whole fucking movie, like he's got like a fucking hard core.
wait, that's not purple?
No, that was after. Remember, that was when.
no, yeah.
Dude, I thought he came in like kind of a regular suit
So
to begin with.
Well, he started with the regular
to
suit,
begin with-
then he started with then he had a blue suit.
to
I
begin
believe.
with, he was in the virtual
But
world.
what about
in
the
a-
purple
in a-
suit? Because he didn't have the purple suit in the club.
No,
He was wearing,
the
like,
purple
his-
suit
No, that
comes
was
later.
right after.
Yeah, it comes later.
Like
yeah.
he just mugs a guy for his $150 suit. Is like, wow, that's cheap, but it looks good. But again, or before, I was gonna say his first suit is actually like Forest Green or whatever the hell when he's in the in the Matrix, and then he
Yeah,
comes
so I went
out.
from you went from the Riddler to the Joker.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, dude. And he, like, we were even joking about it. He does the
yeah, like he has all these like, little like
yeah, just
sinister giggles.
crazy. Like,
Do you
okay,
think that Russell
buddy.
Crowe was technically auditioning for a future Joker role?
Maybe.
I mean, maybe he was. I don't know.
I mean, shit, dude. I mean,
protection?
well, I don't know, man. Nicholson's still alive, and it wasn't clear that he had died necessarily at the first Batman. So, so maybe he was like, okay, all right, first casting situation, I'm the Riddler.
Yeah.
Second, here's me as the Joker. Fuck him.
Do you want to go over the synopsis, Roland, very quickly?
Do it.
Sure. So
There's not much depth to this movie. It's pretty straightforward. So
when a virtual reality simulation created using the personalities of multiple serial killers manages to escape into the real world, an ex-cop is tasked with stopping its reign of terror.
yeah, so basically, Denzel Washington is an ex-cop, but he's in jail, and they're kind of I'm not exactly sure why they have him in virtual reality to try and find the
it's
said
just-
character.
No, they're like
It's a training.
it's a so
just training.
the organization that is running all of the VR bullshit is like LawTech or something like that. I don't think they ever like
law enforcement, some or whatever.
law enforcement technology something bullshit.
Yeah.
Exercise center or something like that. I don't know. Like it's some bullshit like
Yeah.
VR thing. So you have
Right,
like
so
Lawnmower Man, but less cool chairs for people to sit in.
Yeah.
And so it's supposed to be a simulation to train law enforcement officers, but they're field testing it on convicts,
Right.
which is not clear because
And it just so happens
there's this whole thing about there's all these like VR safeguards where the operators won't die. So like, why not put the pigs in there already? Just get, the bottom of the class, like Rookie Smith and dumbass Jenkins. Cause all they're going to do is cause some fucking PR nightmares on the actual force in a few years. So might as well get rid of them now.
Oh, it's okay. Number one.
So
Yeah.
you said it downloaded a like personalities of psychopaths?
So
we'll get into that.
We'll get into Sid. We'll get into Sid 6.7 here in a sec.
Which I fucking love his name.
Well, I'm curious to know, does it say what serial killer?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
We have a list right here.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
So should we maybe, for our listeners who may have not watched this movie, maybe explain this? How? Bring up
just
Sid in general.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not going to do it. So 1, 2, 3, not it.
Roland?
Well, I never saw the movie, so.
Oh, you'd be perfect
Roland,
then.
yeah, we're speaking directly to our audience with Bryce here.
So
you want me to give you like the list of people that he is? Yeah, I have him here.
Okay, go right ahead.
Okay, hold on.
Well, you don't have to go into that just yet. I mean, do you want to?
But it's
Like maybe we should talk about Sid and how he comes into play, because we've set up,
he's pretty much designed
LaTeX
to
or
be-
whatever is, sponsoring these experiments basically
Right,
in
and-
VR with convicts as their fodder.
They're trying to create a simulation world to train police officers, and within this world, they've created AI. The main AI, or rather antagonist that they use, is Sid 6.7, and instead of just, I guess, writing or coding,
Sid version 6.7.
instead of just like sort of coding him from the ground
Thanks,
up,
Bryce.
what they do.
Was that a?
Yeah, it was.
Down? All right, okay.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
All right.
I knew you knew as soon as I got that little guffaw from you. Yeah.
They make Sid from like I'm looking at it from right here, an amalgamation of over 200 notorious criminal personalities. They don't just
200?
like
Holy
write.
shit.
Yeah,
dude.
They don't just write them up from nothing. Like they use a template of batshit crazy motherfuckers, and
Ray's got the list of them.
Oh, so you want me to read the list? Okay.
go ahead.
Yeah, I want.
Yeah.
I want to hear this.
They only mention, like, one
I
or
don't think
two.
it's 200, but I mean, I'm gonna read some of them.
I mean,
all.
you know,
like at the maybe the list you have isn't
the
200,
story's
but
sake.
later in the movie they're like, oh, there's 200 different personalities
Exactly.
that are
Like, they don't have the
vying
whole
for
list.
dominance, basically.
Yeah, that was the other thing.
You know what's funny is that like one of the persons that they have first, as far as a serial killer or some kind of criminal, is David Koresh.
Yep.
And David Koresh is the Waco Branch Davidian guy.
Look it up, guys. The FBI fucked up huge on that. That's all I'm
Thomas,
saying.
So Ray.
Yes.
So obviously it's the more, charismatic, because he's not even a serial killer. So because a lot of serial killers, they don't got a lot of personality to them, really.
No,
if you think about it, and
actually,
got a shit ton of personality.
So
the
Bryce
saying
actually is supported because one of the personalities is John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So once again, that's another kind of charismatic figure, because he was able to talk his way into all sorts of murderings.
Serial killers.
Well, I can see Bundy or
banality of evil.
Was there? I didn't see any evidence of Dahmer or Ed Kemper. You know what I mean?
They do mention him.
There wasn't like a nerdy dude coming out.
Well,
I'm just so awkward.
Ed Kemper was one of the guys that they had.
Don't they mention
I'll
Dahmer?
kill you because of my social anxiety.
Ed Kemper was one of the serial killers that they did have.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me just.
I was hoping for fucking BTK to show up too, man.
Yeah.
Fucking Raider. Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna skip through some of these names just so you get an idea. So the first one they showed was David Koresh, Frederick Cohen, William Bonin, Harvey Gleitman, Peter Cutin, William Brian Cruz, Charles Whitmore, Kenneth McDuff, Jesse James, Harvey Karanagran. This is a weird name.
Jesse James, like the West. West type?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
How the fuck do they know what his personality is like?
Ted Bundy, Wesley Allen Dodd, Roger Dale Stafford, Elizabeth Borden, Billy the Kid.
Elizabeth Borden.
Yeah.
Billy the Kid.
Yeah, Billy the Kid in there. Yeah.
Fuck is this guy?
Ed Camper.
Somebody's
Edward
watched too many Young
Leonsky.
Guns.
John Collins.
Yeah, I was gonna say. He's got Emilio Estevez in there.
Carl Weiss, Gerald Eugene Stano, Benito Mussolini.
Yeah, Hitler was in there too.
Saddam Hussein, bro.
Yep.
Wow.
Saddam Hussein, and that's just a few of them. I mean, there's like a shit ton of names here, but you can check out the names that they allegedly had connected to Sid 6.7.
They have some Omar Gaddafi and all that in there too.
Actually, I think Gaddafi was on that list.
This is such a 90s movie then, man. Like putting all that form shit in there.
Wow. Mind you, they don't mention any of these names in the movie. Like you just have to go back and like check a list that they allegedly
they
made.
flicker through. There's like a computer screen. It's just scrolling through all of the personalities and shit. So it's just like a text box.
Yeah,
and you have to like pay attention to like what's flipping through. And then for a few of the figures, like they did show like their 3D generated face or whatever. So like they brought Gacy up and there was like a clown mask on or clown makeup on him, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was some. I mean,
is she the daughter? One of the actresses involved in this movie was Kaylee Cocoa.
What? Was she the little one?
Yeah, I think she's a little girl in the fucking movie. Yeah.
Holy. Wow. All right, cool.
Those of you would be familiar with her from Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Or the other movie with
she's Penny
with the dead John Ritter. Simple rules. Pardon me. I want to show some respect. Right?
Speaking of John Ritter, so I mentioned earlier how Chris had a movie for us for this year's topic.
Yeah.
It involves John Ritter.
Really?
Is it Stay Tuned?
It is. And dude, fucking Chris was like, I bet Ray's seen this. And we know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, no shit, dude. Like,
I haven't recorded on the VHS.
I need to fucking tell him, like, all right, you've listened to a couple like episodes, but you should check this one out, like, for your fucking vindication, buddy.
That's fucking funny. So we have Denzel Washington, who they released him because Sid 6.7 comes into reality.
Yeah.
Right? Should we talk about why he's in jail? Because he's a former cop.
Oh yeah, he's a former cop.
They sent him to jail because he killed the killer of his wife and daughter,
which is kind of bullshit, I think, right? I mean,
he also, but we find out later they also iced a couple fucking like reporters.
There was some reporters right on his ass, and he just turns on it.
You know,
he just unloads on him.
They were just getting in his way. I mean, let's be realistic.
They shouldn't have fucking been there, man. That's totally.
Oh yeah, that's a good legal defense.
Totally some fucking
my way after I killed the big bad.
Some 90s shit or whatever. Like the fucking reporters and the cameramen.
Fierce fucking cameras.
Follow the cop inside.
That would have held up.
Terrifying.
That would have held up today. Come on.
Yeah, it would, because I was afraid for my life. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. He would have like. They gave him 17 years. Like no, they would have given him 7 months at most. Now.
But fortunately,
pay without leave.
All right, I'm gonna hop on my SJW soapbox for a second. But yeah, that fucking people in charge in the Breonna Taylor fucking murder. That's dope.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of, but it's like the first time after like they've thrown so many fucking people, like that one dude who was like in the back of the fucking paddy wagon, unsecured, and he like broke his neck or some shit. And they're like, I don't know what happened.
What about that other girl that shot herself in the head, with her hands behind, handcuffed behind her back? Yeah. Like,
yeah, it's fucking.
How did she do that?
She used her toes.
Yeah, there you go. She's like,
we'll save that for Political Quest.
Yeah. Well, Politiquest.
Politiquest, yes. Yeah.
So
it's going to be the new. Was it? Lincoln's top hat.
Why don't we just call it? Why don't we just call it the Politics?
Politics.
No, the Politics.
The politicals.
The politics. Yes.
Please.
Okay, so Yes, Denzel Washington is in jail because
and they're using him as
about that. A good thing about justice is just cycle back in.
So Roland, how did Sid 6.7 come into the real world?
So what happens is that there is I guess it's like
there's some seduction at play, actually.
Yeah. So there's this fucking horny little lonely geekwad played by Stephen Spinella. Called.
He got beat up in high school.
His name
with
is
that
Lyndon. Wait, is it him? I fucking forgot.
No, it's some other loser-looking dude.
No, who the fuck
you go through the fucking cast.
Here we go. It's
it looks like
no,
that's not him.
it's this douche. Here we go. Sorry.
Oh, dude,
that's the guy.
Sid 6 of 7.
He's
Kevin J. O'Connor.
Yeah, right. And like he plays villains or like pervos pretty much throughout his whole career. He's good at that. And no offense to him to anything, but like so he's like a software engineer. Excuse me, he's an he's a flat out engineer in this one, and he has a program that basically like runs nano machines for pretty much anything like they install a chip into. So like he has like a microchip installed into like a pet snake of his that basically allows it to regenerate. Like,
and it was so metal how he fucking introduced
he's like,
how the snake was synthetic.
Like, I love you. Like, oh, let me just don't move, baby. And he like pulls out some fucking like scissors and just cuts her tail off, the tail off of this fucking snake. You know, he's like,
it cuts her like in half, dude. And the fucking like and it piece just falls.
It sounds like a fucking like a deflating balloon or whatever. The thing squeaks at him, and he puts it near the petri dish, or because they have microscopes and all this kind of equipment in his lab. He puts it near a fucking glass petri dish, and it allows the nano machines latch onto that and use it because it's
it's a silica based life form or whatever.
So it uses that to regenerate
construct
itself.
rather.
And that's how he shows that like, yeah, this is great, you know. And like the engineer of Sid is trying to find a way to bring him into the real world. There really isn't any...
because there's some heat on the program and they're talking about like deactivating it. And he's just like, nah, I want my little monster to breathe or whatever.
To life, you know? And it's funny.
So actually, what I want to ask about that one scene with the snake is if the tail part came into contact with some glass, would it create the rest of the snake? So then could have Sid 6.7 just like
cloned himself,
severed pieces off of himself and then made a bunch of him?
Maybe. I mean, it would take a lot of glass, but
not really. I mean, they're in the fucking city. There's glass
so like if he cut his
dude.
arm off, well, yeah, that's true. But like,
and to like regenerate his like fucking arm or whatever, it's just like a little like tiny like
maybe
sliver,
not because
dick shape of glass.
It doesn't have the microchip that controls everything or whatever. Without that, like that was his heart kind of thing, right? That controlled.
I guess that's right.
It's his heart in his head.
Bullshit. So maybe not. Nice little exception to the bullshit rule, but that would have been cool, actually.
So should we get into the seduction scene?
Right. So O'Connor's character gets seduced by a flat screen,
plasma screen,
cyber slut. Plasma, was it plasma? It's 95. I don't know, but
yeah, it's like one of the earliest like POV porn attempts, I think.
Yeah, the nerd in charge or whatever was like created several personalities, and one of them is this like
Sheila,
like, perpetually
3.6
thirsty
or 3.2, I think.
Sheila 3.2. This perpetually fucking thirsty woman that is just like propositioning this guy the whole time, and she's like, "Come inside me and come over here," and he's like, "All right, plug me in." And the guy that created Sid, and I think that was Lindenmeyer actually, not him.
Yeah, that was that guy.
Yeah, Lindenmeyer. He's the guy that created Sid. Is telling him, well, he's like, we can actually bring her into the world, man. Like if I use my software with your tech, and what does he say? Like brilliant, genius. Like he's just like
basically,
He's like, oh, I can fuck that?
yeah. Let's go. Follow me. You know, he walks
Perfect.
off, and Lindenmeyer's like, "Oh, you motherfucking moron!" Like he pulls out. He pulls
the little
he pulls Sheila out of
diamond-looking thing out of the.
Yeah.
So it looks like a zip
Cartridge.
disk, but it has a little compartment in there for a cube of data, basically.
Like a fucking glass cube. And he just pulls he just pulls Sheila out and like drops her on the ground and like kicks her off to the side, and then pulls out Sid and plugs him in to that, you know, like CD-ROM zip disk or whatever.
So it was like getting a Slipknot CD playing when you had an Alanis Morissette fucking cover.
So Lindenmeyer takes him over there to what the hell's the guy's name?
The other lab.
To Clyde. The guy's name is
You know,
Clyde.
like these characters' names almost like aren't important in any way.
No,
they're just like the guy who
Here and there for, like, three
created the
scenes.
text
Yeah.
to the guy who wants Sid to get to come into reality.
well,
so, I mean,
he wanted
And then there's
Sheila.
random cop dude that looks after Parker, which is like there's only two
That's,
relevant names in the entire
William
movie. It's
Forsythe.
Parker and fucking Sid.
William
Yeah.
Forsythe is the guy that's looking after Parker, and that's his his name is William Forsythe. In the movie, his name is William Cochran. Like, okay,
you know,
guys,
I think that
way to fucking go.
He's probably a shitty actor because like they call him
He's
like hey
alright.
Steve, and he's like
But he's definitely
looking
like
around.
It almost feels that like a lot of
he's
the
definitely a lot of
the plot points in this movie were just added at the last minute just to extend the time of the movie.
Yeah, the plot
Because
is,
You gotta
I
fill
mean,
the time out,
yeah.
So yeah, Lindenmeyer brings unbeknownst to Clyde, he brings Sid to his lab, and they create a body for him made of, you know, nanomachines and whatnot. And he comes out of like a fucking pod, straight up
Cocoon.
that fucking cocoon. I was like, oh, this is some Brundlefly shit, but you know.
Dude, it was like a cross between like Cocoon and Gremlins, the way that pod looked.
Or aliens.
It looked like it looked like an alien pod.
Yeah, Wolf
And
of Brimley
that
made
Made
an
that fucking
appearance.
movie a 5 out of 5 for me.
Yeah, it comes out.
I'm here.
I'll never
now.
die. I'll never get old. Diabetes be damned.
Arm search.
Oh, I don't think they have baseball on that planet.
The Anunnaki don't know how to play ball.
They played baseball with the planets. That's why they were.
You see,
following them.
spheroid objects are obscene to them.
Every time I picked up a bat, Enki tripped out, and I don't know why.
There were only 10 positions in baseball, but there were 12 planets, and the extra 2 was the coach.
All right, guys. Yeah, so
and the opposing team.
Cinekuest listeners, actually, we're getting to episode 2 of
Which
Valley
rounds out to the
Strange's
holy number
coverage
of
of
12.
the 12th planet.
Yes, we'll be recording it pretty soon.
Shortstop was Marduk, and Kingu was left field.
Okay, so what's Sid 6.7's whole?
He doesn't have one. He doesn't have a purpose.
Well,
he doesn't
that's
have
what
a
I was
goal.
actually going to say. Like, what's his purpose? Like,
He
what
doesn't
is
have
doing?
one. Like, he's just let loose into the
dude.
world because he wants to exist. He's bored. He fucking hates being in the
thing
VR
is, like,
place.
with his programmer, like, we'll maybe talk about him a little bit later, but I was wondering if he had some sort of agenda where he's like, maybe I can channel Sid to my own purposes, because in his own little fucking hovel, you know, he had all that weird serial killer shit over
I mean,
the
if that was the
walls
case,
and-
though, then why would he hide? You would think if he'd planned on having more of a control over him, that
probably because Sid didn't have a mama moment with him, like right from the outset.
no, yeah, like he actually jokes
He's
with
like,
him. He's
oh,
like,
Daryl, let's play a
God created
game."
you, but what's the
It was gonna
deity
be
that
fucking
created me?
tic-tac-toe,
And
but like
he
Daryl's
actually,
like, dude, I know those personalities. I programmed
makes
this
fun of
shit.
him.
I'm out of here.
he tells Lindenmeyer, he's like, you're the God that created me, but you're kind of shitty. Like, you're kind of a pussy. So
Speaking of Daryl, that should be a Cinekuest pick at some point. Daryl. That fucking
like a TV series,
like made for TV, like Disney movie about the like young boy robot dude where his name is like a fucking like it's like defense. Like he's supposed to be a weapon or whatever, but he's like it's like robot kid who like hangs out with some family and learns how to play baseball and all this like stupid shit.
I thought you were talking about the boy who could fly or something.
No.
Have you seen that movie?
No, but I'm not talking about that movie. This is a whole different movie. It's like called Daryl. Like his whole name is like a fucking acronym, but I can't remember what the fuck it stands for.
So,
some of them have the Disney Channel.
Well, I'm sorry.
Roland wouldn't know anything about that, you know, Mr.
I had full on cable already.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so what's Denzel Washington's whole role in this catching Sid 6.7? Like, what did they proposition him to get out of prison to like find Sid 6.7?
Data analyzing robot youth life form.
Yeah, we'll get into that later.
There you go.
Shut the fuck up.
Fucking told you.
Jesus Christ.
Anyways.
Wow.
So Roland,
back.
Since you decide to go off a class topic, what's Denzel's reasoning for getting out of jail to find 6.7? Have you mentioned already that he there's a character or a serial killer in him?
As it turns out, of the 200 serial killer personalities, one of them is the one that just so happens to have murdered Denzel Washington's wife and kid. And what was the guy's name? Grimes.
Grimes. Yeah,
it's a really shitty name.
Yeah, some dumbass garbage. And he's like,
see, Grimes sounds like a cop's name to me, but I don't know.
So he
was
realizes this, or rather, like, okay, he after the first time he meets Sid in the real world and fills him full of bullets, and then Sid runs off. He's like, "I remember you," and he flips him off, like
pushing the bird.
Yeah, like, as he's running away. It was a pretty funny.
Yeah, just
scene.
After Roland's dream sequence where he's like using the futuristic theremins to make his synthwave pop shit.
Fucking Denzel shows up and like empties a clip into him, and he just sort of like runs off. Actually, he runs into the same elevator that Denzel Washington uses to get up to the area. Like he basically just like jumps past him like Power Ranger style, like closes the fucking gates and like like hits the button to make it go down. And as he's descending, he's like, "I remember you,
Roland. Have you been fiending to watch some fucking Power Rangers? Because that is the second time you've brought up Power Rangers. Not in the episode.
He has a lot of those jumps.
Total this evening.
He has a lot of those jumps in this fucking movie. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, imagine Russell Crowe,
Superman, and you're
imagine Russell Crowe doing because
fucking
he does a lot of that. Woo!
Where's your waifu pillow?
Are you sure you don't mean Super Sentai?
Oh yeah, fucking Mask Rider and shit or whatever.
Yeah, hey, cut out all the American teenage angst bullshit. Just fucking give me some masked fucking fighting people.
I'm talking about fucking VR troopers here. All right,
guys. Oh fuck! Oh, don't even tell me.
VR troopers.
What's it? The samurai.
We are
Superhuman Samurai.
That's Superhuman Samurai.
Yeah,
that's before all of those, and that was fucking
Beetleborgs.
Excellent. Beetleborgs is alright.
Beetleborgs had a fun plot though.
Yeah,
like VR troopers was cool, but like
Superhuman Samurai.
And now
awesome.
we're on fucking
I had those action
knockoffs of the Mighty Morphin Power
Roland,
Rangers
are you a fan of Matthew Lawrence? That's a Superhuman Samurai.
Me?
No, I'm asking Roland if he's a fan of fucking Matthew Lawrence because that's Superhuman Samurai.
Right, don't.
Yeah,
I think he was in VR Troopers.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't in VR Troopers.
Nah, dude,
he was in Superhuman Samurai for sure.
I remember that.
I got one for y'all. You probably don't fucking remember. Do y'all ever see Mystic Knights of Tyrannog?
Fuck yes.
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
You're the only fucking person, Roland, that knows that fucking show.
Dude, fucking
you
Power Rangers
and
know the name.
Ye olde medieval
basically
times.
a medieval Power Rangers.
Fuck yeah. Oh, yeah. I watched that shit.
Mystic Knights.
Tyrannog. Hell yeah. You're like the only other, you're the only other person I've ever heard mention that shit. It was awesome. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
And Ray has lost control of the episode.
As usual. So,
but it happens a lot.
So
I'll teach you to ask me questions.
So basically, Denzel Washington's character is going after fucking Sid, and Sid has that one serial killer in there that killed his family.
And
so
he figures
that's
it out
where
because he
the
starts
connection
using one-liners. He's like, he's taunting me just like Rhymes did. Like, you don't think
Hold on,
any
guys.
of the
I
other...
didn't see this part. So, does he escape from prison, or they let him out?
They let him out. They let him out.
Yeah, all
Because
of Militia Man, dude.
He's the only guy that has
So they're like,
survived.
You're the only one who can stop him, Denzel.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
So
basically.
in the simulation, everybody that they throw him in there with, like...
Didn't they put some shit that could kill fucking Stallone in Demo Man? In him?
No, I don't know. They didn't.
Nah, they put a tracker on him, and that was it.
That's
They just put a fucking GPS up his ass.
Well, which ties into this movie lovely because
they put one in.
They put it like a tracking chip in his fucking neck, but they used the world's biggest syringe to just jab into this fucking side of it or base of his skull.
Yeah, some kind of poison.
It's like a fucking finger,
snake,
dude. Just like
snake plissken attack.
This thing was so big.
Escape
Like,
from New York.
You know that now that y'all are mentioning it, I mean, if we go back to Escape from New York or Demolition Man, like this plot is basically the same, just that it incorporates virtual reality into the whole plot.
So it's a mix of
plot, quote unquote plot.
Yeah.
So I mean, like this storyline is not anything new. If you've seen any of those movies, you've seen this before.
Not, man. I mean,
so I mean, like what does the word virtuosity mean, Roland? Like, do you know? Like, can you look it up on the internet here on the intranets?
I could tell you it's probably not a fucking word.
I thought it was for a second like it was someone who could play the guitar really well.
virtuoso, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, he does virtuosity, man.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Yeah, he displays virtuosity. Yeah,
you're right. Like they're synonymous.
Virtuosity, just like a
virtuoso is.
Here we go. Hold on.
I think so.
Roland, read the definition.
A performance of considerable virtuosity, great skill in music.
Wait, so they use the word to define the word? Yeah. That doesn't fucking track ever.
Virtuosity.
So, like, he is an artist.
Get off of fucking Urban Dictionary and go to Webster's. You know,
I'll go right to fucking Urban Dictionary for the real truth. But no, this is Google just shitting it out.
Roland, can you type in virtuosity and then meaning on the top there? Just get at that little. You might want to add a space somewhere.
Here, it just says great skill in music or another artistic pursuit.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
no, he's just trying to hedge the bets.
So, how does that title play into this fucking movie?
I don't know.
Because
virtual reality,
it's a virtual reality, guys.
Sid is an artist.
Or maybe it was
as he'd probably
a nod to Sid 6.7's fucking skill on the Dream Theremin.
On the synth theremin.
Maybe because he did compose a sympathy. Fucking sympathy. There you go. He didn't compose any sympathy except for the fucking dumbass viewers.
Maybe the director's like a huge arrogant asshole, and he's like, this fucking movie right here.
This is my life work. Yeah,
this is my magnum opus, Virtuosity.
This is how I'm going to direct Speed, which I think came out before him. Maybe Speed 2.
Holy shit! The director of this is also the director of the Lawnmower Man.
Well, that makes a lot of fucking sense. Holy shit.
He just skim the script.
This is 95. The Lawnmower Man was 92,
like,
man.
clips that they didn't use from Lawnmower Man. They're like, throw that shit.
Yeah.
It was a draft for how they thought the internet was going to look like in Lawnmower Man.
3 years later after Lawnmower Man.
Hey,
just cut it.
Just FYI.
They had a few leftover like computer fucking rendered images and shit. Like, make a movie out of that, man. Let's do it.
It does say that he was an actor.
That's perfect. Let's cast Russell Crowe.
It does say that the director was an actor in Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah, there you go, Ray.
Was he the guy, the main guy in that fucking movie?
Killer Clowns director.
You should find out whether or not the director of this movie was the actor in Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see.
Well, you see, that's how you got to start after he sucked the fucking director's dick, you know. he got, a couple, suggestions for some scripts, Oh, he's an upcoming director. He's great. I assure you, he's great.
Oh my God. So, I mean, as far as like any other depth to this movie, as far as like the plot line,
there isn't.
There isn't any. Like we literally just talked about it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask you guys, and of course you have shown me that there isn't, and because I was almost certain that we could have talked about this movie in like 3 minutes, and in that case, at the end of the movie. We do have Sid 6.7, and then I forget Denzel Washington's a character.
Parker.
They're looking for the little girl of the. Is it the what's the fucking girl's name? Oh, fuck. Is she a reporter? She's just a.
She's a psychologist.
She's a psychologist. Right.
I mean,
she's
Madison Carter.
Yeah,
fucking like acclaimed psychologist specializing in aberrant behavior.
So Sid 6.7 has taken her daughter hostage, and they're trying to find her. And initially, they don't because Parker destroys Sid 6.7. And there's a quick kind of cut to where they jump back. It almost seems like back in time. But what is happening is that Parker is in virtual reality, and they've taken Sid 6.7's little data diamond and placed it back into virtual reality.
Bitch ass back into the fucking.
So they could find the little girl.
Right.
The little girl apparently is Kaylee Cuoco from
Cocoa. I think it's how it's pronounced.
97% Cocoa.
Getting real close to cuckoldry.
All in all,
she's on Pornhub.
All in all, they find the little girl. God damn. They find the little girl. Everybody gets saved. Everyone gets happy.
Right.
All that nonsense.
Denzel goes back to jail.
Movie is over.
Oh, I wonder if there's a parody porn.
Is there virtual?
We haven't played that game in a while.
I don't know. Hold on.
Roland, you fuck up your processing system here.
All right.
And don't go to Pornhub. Go to X videos.
Jesus Christ! All right.
Type in Denzel BBC. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say Big Bang Theory, but like, don't do that.
Oh no, that's the thing. I know.
I'm sorry. I thought the older woman was fucking. Anyways, but what? I got mixed up on the fucking people. Anyways, Ray, I got a question for you though.
Go ahead.
What the fuck?
There's a lot of anime kind of.
There's a lot of
that shows up.
Lady dicks.
Ray, I got a question.
Go ahead.
Wait, Kelly Bundy's sex tape.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Oh, Ray, you said that fucking Russell Crowe's character Sid, like, I don't know the fucking version. Sorry.
Sid 6.7.
6.7. There you go. Sorry.
Snow White.
Does he come with free 60 minutes? Anyways, no, man, I was going to ask you.
Go ahead.
So
60 minutes.
So you said that he has no plot in this movie, right?
No, he really doesn't.
No. Like his whole thing is just to have fun, like to like kill,
he's just
and to cause mayhem, like they said.
All right. So is he like basically the Michael Myers of virtual reality? Because they said he really didn't have any purpose for killing.
There's no motivation. Yeah,
you're evil. So you think that's what's going on here?
Possibly,
well,
but I mean,
they enjoyed it.
Yeah, whatever. Like that's a good comparison
because the main programmer dude
doesn't really give a fuck.
Daryl fucking was like questioning him after the fact or some bullshit. And Sid 6.7 goes on this little like rant about how he's like killing in VR is one thing, but like actually killing somebody is amazing or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, like he just has like fun killing people,
Daniel, that reminds me of a time when I played the Star Wars Phantom Menace PC game, and
that fucking game. I
had Obi-Wan kill that mom and the kid that you're supposed to like help and shit, and I felt bad afterwards. I was like, damn, that made me a bad person. Anyways, I don't know. Do you remember that fucking game at all? Anyways,
yeah, no, it was terrible.
Which game? Sorry.
Well, it's funny because I'm actually looking at it right now. I have it in my like fucking collection of games.
Oh, which one? Which one? Because like I got a little distracted. Like I'm still on X videos.
The beer's working, isn't it?
And like I stumbled into a Friday the 13th
Mark actually, but
oh, so sorry.
Well,
no, he's talking to me.
Right.
It's all right, Bryce.
Oh, sorry.
No, yeah. So like, what was the game, dude? Yeah.
Oh, Star Wars, Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace.
Yeah, I had it for PC a long time ago.
Like a shitty platformer, basically.
Yeah, it was all right. I mean,
I was trying to relate it to how he was talking about killing someone in a video game is like whatever. Anyways, fucking never mind.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
I see what you're trying to do there, and I appreciate the Star Wars reference, particularly with this Jar Jar mask behind me on the wall. But
I didn't even see that, man.
Yeah. I was gonna be Dan Binks for Halloween at work one year, but it's like a fucking child mask, and the string isn't like long enough, and I didn't jury rig something to where it's like, all right, this works. But yeah.
Oh man, were you gonna clientele like that? Or
yes, I was like, it'd be like Misa thinks and Jusins has this cheeseburger, you know, like
nice.
Houston sweeps bad, you know, fucking to employees. Yeah, I had it all figured out, man. Just the only fuck up was the cord on the mask. So,
and Daniel, there was no way you weren't going to get punched in the face that night, man. People, they would have fucking pissed.
You worry about you. I worry about me.
All right.
But yeah, Bryce, you haven't heard my Halloween idea this year, though. I want to be an alternate universe casting of Indiana Jones where it's Tom Selleck. And yeah, I'm gonna wear like a Hawaiian fucking shirt instead of the like tan pullover, and then instead of a gun, having a trowel. Because I've got like 12 of them fucking laying around here. It's fucking stupid. But yeah. That or since we have to wear masks anyway, and I'm balding, I was going to be Charles Emerson Winchester III from MASH.
All right.
Yeah. Have a little like cut out French horn with me and shit and some records.
Nice.
But yeah. So back to our episode on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and its predecessors and antecedents.
Cyber Samurai Squad.
I was really pissed how Billy got kicked out for being gay, basically, because he got bullied.
Yeah, man. What the fuck was
forgot about that? Yeah. They did bring him back.
Think all those dudes are cool, and like,
no, they're not.
Is that the Blue Ranger?
Red Ranger was a total asshole. That guy was a fucking piece of shit.
He's the only one still going on strong with the whole Power Ranger thing, too, man.
That's Tommy.
No, Tommy. Tommy Ranger,
like,
dude. The Green Ranger's the one
Power
that's
Ranger
still going
series, like after the fact, like one was
Yeah.
kind of like a like cameo. The other one where he was like the Professor X of the Power Rangers, like he was the Zordon.
He fucking came back.
Yeah,
He
had
some shit.
He had like a few returns.
Well, dude, he was all in MMA and shit. And actually, do you guys know
that's
that
the Green Ranger, dude.
He's the MMA fighter.
That's the Green Ranger.
He was the one that was MMA fighter, right?
The Green Ranger.
Oh shit.
Green Ranger.
That makes sense.
The Green Ranger is the MMA
not the
fighter.
red. The red was
Jason
just an
David Frank.
asshole. The Green Ranger.
Do you guys know that
White
he holds a
Ranger.
world record
Oh, really?
For what?
for breaking the most boards while airborne? So he literally jumped out of a plane and had like a buddy with him, like holding boards as he's like popping them like fucking midair. It was pretty cool, man.
That's fucking nuts. He's a pretty cool dude. Like, I'd definitely go to fucking meet him at a con or some kind of thing. Because, like,
well, I mean, apparently he still like has like a dojo in the DFW area.
Yeah, so like he went the fucking Ernie Reyes Jr. route or whatever. You know, the fucking Leonardo from Ninja Turtles. And like, what was he in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2? He was the fucking pizza douche.
He was Kino, man.
He was Kino.
So like he was like, and aside from his acting career, like he was a very prominent martial artist and went on to go like create his own school, just like Jason David.
I think
Frank.
like he and his dad like worked together.
Yeah,
like,
his dad
did like stunt coordinated for Surf Ninjas and a bunch of other shit.
Yeah. So it was like a dynasty for him. But like Jason David Frank is much in the same vein. Like he has his own.
Well, He comes. I'm pretty sure he's been to South Texas a couple of times.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, dude. Like he goes to like whatever. Like any chance he can get money, he's gonna go after it. And that's not a bad thing. It's it's like Ernie Hudson, you know, like
yeah, of course,
you know. And actually, I'm gonna blame all you nerds out there for not supporting Ernie Hudson at Comic Cons as much as you should have, because now he's doing fucking car insurance commercials, and that's sad.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, dude. I can't remember the fucking company, but like one night it was just I don't remember where the fuck I was, but because I actually had like broadcast TV in the background, and there was fucking Ernie Hudson doing fucking like car insurance bullshit. And I was like, man, a legend should not be treated like this.
I mean, you know, it's money, I assume, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but so fuck all you nerds at the Comic Cons that go like, oh, I'm gonna go see Mark Hamill and not give $30 to our buddy Ernie.
Well, like
you guys
Ralph
are fucking
Macchio.
Disgusting. Well, Ralph's got plenty of money now with the fucking new
with the Cobra
Netflix.
Kai,
yeah, like he's totally like, and oh, I'm so sorry you drove a fucking, you know, Jaguar shitty version and now you're in the hotness. Like, so sorry, Ralph Macchio. It must be terrible to be you.
So where were we in the movie?
We're actually coming to an end of this movie. So basically, I want to go and I want to ask you guys.
I mean,
was there anything specific about this movie that you liked personally, other than? I mean, I'm gonna speak for myself real quick. There wasn't much about this movie that stood out to me.
No,
it's a very generic movie. Russell Crowe seemed kind of
he's
humorous.
pretty much like the.
But like, I mean, there wasn't. He
was like a bad Joker, really.
Yeah, basically, is what he was. Yeah,
I really enjoyed his fucking dead-eyed stare. Like it was just very amusing to me.
You know,
plastic hair.
Watching the like documentary behind the scenes segment on HBO, like they almost seemed like this movie was going to be like
well, they made a behind the scenes documentary,
groundbreaking, and like this movie's going to be very violent. Wasn't very violent at all. Like
rated R, wasn't it?
The only
really
thing,
wasn't, dude.
Yeah, it is.
No, it wasn't.
Like this could have been a PG-13 fucking movie. There were no titties.
Well, I guess the scene where you know Russell
there were
Crowe's like all
titties
cut up
once
and shit, but
lies.
That's the only real violent. It's just funny though when Denzel Washington gets knocked off the fucking roof. It just reminds me of like fucking Mortal Kombat where you do the uppercut move and they fall off like the bridge and shit, and like the blood splatters. That was about the fucking graphic equivalent, man. Like I don't know. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, I mean the anything else regarding this movie? The soundtrack was generic.
It was pretty cool.
I thought it was
but it was
calm down,
generic.
Roland.
Okay,
you
right,
want to talk about the soundtrack and like say that it was pretty cool because of that one fucking scene where it was your dream theremin, futuristic shit going on. You don't have to know how to play an instrument. You can.
That's
just
like the fourth time you mentioned that, Ray.
Well, because it's Roland. It's Roland's favorite scene.
It is Roland shit.
Okay, Ray, what is? I didn't get to see a scene, man. I've actually been trying to look it up for the past 30 minutes. What does the instrument look like?
It's just imagine like circular half balls, and you just kind of like
lit up,
that are lit up,
it's
and
like
you just touch,
a bunch of
kind of like
lights.
you don't touch them,
electronic snares, but it has a little bulb to it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you can just wave your hands over
like
it
a
and
theremin.
manipulate it for whatever it's tuned to. Yeah.
Okay.
So it could be like piano or
so like he
people
jumps
you just
around.
tortured screaming.
He jumps around from it to be like
badass guitars,
piano and then like metal. And so
right.
So that's why I was like, that's
the rave scene it was very 90s. I don't mean to be racist when I say this, but like the girl who was holding the camera seemed very Asian 90s.
Asian-y because she was.
Well, she just looked like she belonged in a fucking rave,
like a
in the 90s,
girl.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't the 90s; it was fucking 1995. So, Daniel, did you have anything about this movie that stood out to you particularly that you enjoyed, other than?
I did, although it was overdone in many points, but the psychopathy of Crowe's character was fun. And also the, I guess, favorite scenes early on in the movie when after the first failed extraction of SID 6.7, they send Denzel back to jail. And he's sitting there waiting in front of the door, supposed to open to solitary because he's a cop and it's like protected or whatever.
It wasn't a failed
like the
extraction,
gen pop door opens.
Right.
And he's like, oh, that's the wrong door. And the fucking security guard's like, welcome back to jail, cop, or whatever.
Yeah.
And he has that showdown with fucking, white power, Joseph, or whatever the fuck his name was.
Yeah.
So Bryce, you didn't see this scene, but like basically it's walking down the fucking, cell block, and all these inmates are like throwing shit out their windows, like, we're gonna get you, cop, and
typical,
one like super buff like
Nazi
dude comes out. He's got like white power tatted on his,
and he's got a huge birthmark on his fucking face
Super
too.
buff is a
yeah, he had like a fucking red streak tattoo,
slight
like
exaggeration.
fucking
like Denzel Washington towered over this guy. But yeah,
God damn it, Roland, help me.
He had a
Who's the dude
shiv.
with the fucking robot eye in fucking Mortal Kombat?
Oh, Kano.
Oh,
it's Kano.
Kano, there you go.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. So Kane or whatever the fuck looked like.
No,
so
you're
like
right.
that,
It is Kano. It is Kano. I was just laughing at how I never thought about that name. It's pretty fucking hilarious. Anyways, go on.
It is, but like that, like red stripe under his like robot eye or whatever. That inmate had like the same shit going down.
Oh, really?
And so yeah, it's supposed to be a showdown. And he's got like a shiv on him and stuff. So it's supposed to be like, take out the fucking pig, But Denzel's totally able to like, kick his ass and gets in this like great scene where he's like got the guy like, arm crooked under his neck and like, look at him, remember, I'm always gonna be here, sort of bullshit. Then the guards come in and start beating the fuck out of him with their billy clubs.
Yeah.
So
as he's like
tell me
trying
it
to
didn't go full on
proclaim his
Oz, man?
fucking.
Like, didn't rape with the
almost.
No.
It could have been
Axel greased and fucking. Yeah, no, sorry.
I feel
Sorry,
I feel like that scene could have gone full Oz, and like there could have been penises pulled out, and cops could have like raped
But what
Denzel.
they didn't know is that the
Sure.
real Denzel had been filing down his nails to slash in the throat. Yeah. Just like Tobias. Yeah. I remember.
That was my favorite fucking
That scene was fucking
dude.
grim.
Yeah. He just fucking cuts that guy's throat and then goes and clips his nails off in the toilet and flushes.
Okay, so I guess
Welcome to OzQuest.
Yeah.
regarding this movie, what do you guys want to give rating to this movie?
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with Daniel first. What do you think about this movie?
Super light on plot.
Yep.
But fun.
Super.
It's a fun movie. I'm not going to debate that. But rating wise, probably a 2.5 on the scale of 6.7. Yeah, I figured a way to weave it in. Fuck you guys. Nah, but yeah, like it's fun, but it's the plot, is completely transparent. Like it's fun, but you're not expecting a whole lot of this movie. Like it had a whole lot of potential, like particularly like if they made the designer of Sid 6.7 more maniacal than a spectator.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, so like Saw 2.5, like it's fun, but like I don't know, you can go without watching this fucking movie.
Yeah.
No, it's forgettable, but it's
Bryce, I know you only saw like a portion of this movie, and you've heard us talk about briefly of what went on prior to you jumping in on this. What do you think about the movie from what you've seen so far?
Well, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings if this is like a
it's a cult favorite
or something, but I don't know, man. It reminds me of a lot of movies in the 90s because I don't know what it was, but at that time everybody had to have
some kind of cyberpunk
like a generic style movie. Like everyone was trying to jump on the bandwagon of something. This is the virtual reality, bandwagon thing.
Yeah,
there's a lot of movies like that, and I remember like even fucking there was like a movie, I think it was called Carnosaur or some shit. It was like trying to jump on the whole
yes, dude, I love that
fucking
movie.
bandwagon.
They tear that chick's
I love
arm
Carnosaur.
off.
Don't get me wrong, but the thing is, like, I feel like there's a lot of movies like that just came out like on Cinemax at night, or and I think you said this movie was in theaters, right?
So I saw Carnosaur.
It was in theaters briefly.
Yeah, it's Carnosaur and stuff.
Yeah.
it just reminds me a lot of a movie that would have come out on like Cinemax or Showtime late at night, like not Skinemax style, but like something that somebody made. Like, well, fuck, we're gonna make a movie and we're gonna make some profit off this shit. Yeah.
I feel it.
So, like you said, Ray, I did not get to see the entirety of the movie, so I would like to go back and check it out. But from what I saw, probably I would say I would concur with Daniel. Like around the, I'm gonna give it a 2. I'm sorry, man, but right. That whole 0.5, I gotta drop it off there.
There's no apology. And actually, I'm not sure if you're here for this part of the conversation, Bryce, or even if it was recorded, but Roland and I basically had put this movie out of memory until Ray brought it up. Or did you bring it up, Roland? I can't remember.
I brought it up.
It was one of those like, oh shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that was a movie.
yeah. No, absolutely. But it wasn't one of those just like, fuck this. It was just like, hey, that was a one and done.
So,
man, it reminds me like kind of a little bit too. Well, not exactly, but there was another movie that was actually made by Cronenberg. It was called Existence or something like that. Oh. And it had the same premise of like, what's real, what's not real, because it was about a video game and they were like in all this shit. And it was made by Cronenberg, man. And I only saw that like one time, and that's a very forgettable movie. So
speaking of probably forgettable movies, did you guys see that fucking movie that Will Wheaton's going to be in?
No.
I can't remember what the fuck the title is, but the premise is there's dude who's like in his 40s, like bachelor, taking care of his ill mother, like, stereotypical loser or whatever. But he finds some like tape series where it's like a find a buddy sort of thing or whatever. And the host is Will Wheaton. And apparently Will Wheaton like fucks his life up. So it's like kind of supernatural feel to it. Like the tape has power to ruin this guy's life. And I don't know.
Okay. I've never heard of that.
I don't even think it's out yet. Just like scrolling through the Facebook, they're like, "Oh, this movie. You like Star Trek, so Will Wheaton, get after it."
When I heard you say Will Wheaton and fuck your life up, Will Wheaton the documentary or? No, I was like,
the autobiography. It's an audio book coming
Bryce,
out.
We'll do the movie Toy Soldiers at some point with Will Wheaton.
Hey, man. Hey. Fuck you. I love Toy Soldiers.
I love that movie too.
Me too.
I own that fucking movie, so fuck you.
Tommy Lee Jones?
Wow.
Yeah, I own that fucking movie.
Alan, friend of the Gorgonauts.
No. I think you're thinking of the wrong movie, Bryce.
No, he's got the right one. Ray, don't ruin this.
No. Bryce, hold on. Before I go into my rating of this movie, Bryce, which movie are you thinking of when it comes to Toy Soldiers?
He just fucking said it.
Shut up.
Let us process this, Ray. Let us grieve.
Bryce, what movie are you talking about when it comes to Toy Soldiers?
It's not.
No, not the toy. And not the fucking whatever that Robin Williams movie was.
No.
I think you're confusing with that, man.
No. I'm not talking about small soldiers. I'm talking about toy soldiers.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. It's right. That is small soldiers.
I'm still going with what Bryce said because that's better.
No. Look up the movie Toy Soldiers. That's with Sean Astin and Will Wheaton. Will Wheaton actually comes out in this movie.
Oh, God. The Will Wheaton quest begins.
Fine.
Toy Soldiers movie. There's a bunch of
Ray's right. For the record, Ray's right. He's just boring.
He's right. I forgot. I always
1991.
I don't know why I always think it's Toy Soldiers
because it's better.
You're right, man.
Well, they're fucking action figures. How could you like?
You're not on the wrong here.
Well, what movie are you talking about, Ray? I don't remember that one.
Ray's just not.
No. I'm in the right because I said specifically which movie it was, and y'all assumed it was some other movie.
We didn't assume. We assumed it was the better movie.
You're absolutely right, man.
The better movie. I don't know.
You're right. It is Small Soldiers.
Hold on, Bryce. Roland, you said the better movie. Have you seen this? Have you seen this movie?
We assumed it was the better movie.
Have you seen this movie?
I don't know.
Then you don't. You have no right to even.
Let me check a trailer.
Give an opinion. I don't have
a right.
Movie.
I don't have a right.
You have no right to give an opinion on something that you've never seen before.
Ray, do you think that's going to stop me?
No, but I'm
I
just
don't
telling you.
understand,
No.
so I hate. I'm
I'm telling you.
Thank you, Daniel.
No, I'm telling you, you're wrong. 'cause
Promises,
you're an idiot.
promises.
Get here, bitch.
You're giving an opinion on something you've never seen
off the top of
before.
my head,
So
I
like,
may be wrong.
you're an
but
idiot. So
you
like,
know
whatever.
what? If I had seen this before, I would still have
You're
to
the
say,
equivalent of Donald Trump, right? Shut up.
Ooh, you're such a cunt.
Man, Ray,
So
I
I
don't
think,
know,
you know,
but
I take it back.
I typed in
I
pro
think-
soldiers, and all I'm getting
I
is like
take it
those
back.
green army men.
Yeah, I take it back. Bryce is right. It's all small soldiers. Ray is full of shit.
No. I said toy soldiers. Y'all thought small soldiers.
Yeah,
Title is
because-
completely different.
Because you
So,
know
I
what,
mean,
Ray? Like we have to be correct.
It's not completely different. Soldiers are involved.
That's right.
That is true, but it's toy and small.
Let's get it right in the
Toy,
title.
right? Toy and small. So they're two different words. Get it right.
Ray,
guys.
I think the only person fighting
Ray,
on this now
are you sure
is
you're not just
Ray,
thinking
if we want to look at
cunt.
Ray, if
Are
we
you
want to
sure
look
you're
at
just not thinking of
semantics,
Robin Williams
you know, toy
toys?
can also be synonymous with
Shut
small.
the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You're
Toy poodle, small poodle. We can look at it like that, man.
You'd say small
You're
poodle,
done.
so toy poodle. Like, is that the equivalent? Like,
Well, yeah, it's a
is.
fucking small dog.
Right.
That's why they call him the toy dog.
Teacup poodle, Ray. Man,
Bryce,
You're
you can't
so-
defend Roland anymore. Like,
so
Roland's a fucking
repressed.
idiot. So like,
you're so impressed.
Wow.
harsh.
Wah, wah.
no, it's not. I mean, it's maybe harsh, but it's a fact. So I mean, I'm sorry. Like,
Being a bitch.
if you can't, if you have no prior either watch time or if you haven't seen any of these fucking movies that I'm talking about, and you're gonna give an opinion about it, you're just a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. Like,
I may have seen it.
you
I
didn't
don't
see a
remember.
goddamn thing, you fucking moron.
I need to watch a
you had no
trailer.
idea what I was talking about.
Ray, I've
you're a
forgotten-
fucking idiot.
Well,
So much
you know,
bullshit.
Ray, I
I've
mean,
forgotten
this is
so
great
much
because
garbage
it does have Will
over the
Wheaton in it,
years.
but
Ray, I've
I'll
watched
give
a
it a go,
lot of
man.
shitty
I'll take it.
movies.
In my defense,
I've watched
I was
a
just
lot
talking
of
about the
shitty
other day
movies.
how I was like, I need to learn how to be less mean to Roland during episodes, and Ray just went off. Like, thanks, Ray. I don't feel bad about
Yo,
that
you're
anymore.
welcome.
Oh, come on. Fuck you too, man.
I'm not gonna defend Roland.
What a bitch.
Roland doesn't
bitch.
need any defending.
I don't.
He's making
I
up all
don't.
this like fake
Absolutely
ass shit
don't.
coming out of his mouth. I mean,
No.
if it's doo doo, you gotta fucking swipe it away and
Not
fucking
quite.
spray it with fucking
Once
Lysol and
again,
shit.
I think the only person fighting you on this is Roland.
Oh, he
Not
is.
entirely
He is.
accurate.
spray it and sweep it away. What is it? Ray, what
No,
are you-
man.
I'm saying the doo doo that's coming out of his mouth.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, before I let Roland give his opinion on this fucking movie, I'm gonna side with Daniel and give
We
it a
digress
2.5,
way
right?
off fucking topic.
2.5. Daniel, I agree with you completely on this movie. This movie is extremely light on plot. It's very forgettable. Personally, I didn't remember this movie until I happened to see it.
I agree. It's super light on pot, dude. Yeah, there's no pot smoking in this
I
fucking
think
movie.
I think you need to not be light on pot if you're gonna watch this.
The only reason I remembered this movie and I brought it up is because I saw it in the Plex movies that they were showing for free. So I was
Hey, well,
like,
they had the big hit on there too, Ray. So you know that tells you a lot, man.
well, yeah. I mean, I saw the big hit again before I saw this movie, and I wanted to
Was
choose
that
the
the
big
one
hit.
with Mark Wahlberg? And
Yeah.
we need to watch that, dude.
And
That movie's
I
great.
like that movie more than I like this movie.
Wait, Roland, you don't want to give an
absolutely.
opinion on the movie that you haven't seen?
No.
Are you
Big
sure?
hit. The big hit.
I think he's seen the big hit. I
Yeah.
think he's seen that.
It's great.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man.
It's great.
It
Lou
used to come
Diamond
out on
Phillips.
cable
Lou Diamond
a lot
Phillips
back
is
in the day.
fucking hilarious, man. Like this is one of his only. That was one of his like main. That was the first time I'd seen him do like a comedy murder role kind of thing.
Sure, yeah.
And I fucking loved it.
I mean, unless you caught that movie with when he like he's a soldier and he lets Meg Ryan die in the field. That was kind of comedic.
Wow. All right.
So yeah, Daniel, I agree with you completely. 2.5. This is a very forgettable movie, but not entirely terrible. But it's
Sid,
somewhat
2.5?
fun. Yeah, 2.5. Sid 2.5. Roland, your rating on this movie?
I wanted to look for. So this came out 1 year after Time Cop, and had $3 million more than their set budget.
Realistically, Time Cop is amazing. Is an amazing movie.
Literally, yes, it is an amazing.
He does the splits, bro.
Always.
Yeah, it's Van Damme.
Always.
Come on now.
But this movie is just like a one and done, fun, and you're over sitch kind of thing. So like, I give it like a 1.8 out of 10 out of 5 out of 10 out of 5 for this run. Denzel Washington really does a really bad job with like, well, you know, he does his best considering like the plot.
Hold on. The one thing of trivia that I did want to bring up is that one of his kids asked him to be a part of this movie. So I don't think it's necessarily anything that he wanted to be a part of.
Bullshit.
But his kid was like,
they asked the fucking the guy who played Gomez to be
fucking Raul Julia.
Raul Julia, really?
Street Fighter because his kids.
Raul Julia is amazing.
So Denzel's kid asked him like, "Oh, Daddy, I believe in virtual reality. Will you be in this movie?"
Yeah.
Like,
and then he died.
Al Pacino ain't got nothing on me. What was that?
Like, what was the whole? What could he possibly ask? Why would he ask his dad to be in this movie?
I have no idea. It doesn't say specifically, but I mean, I would imagine that it was a new movie. It had quote unquote kind of breakthrough kind of
as you probably
CGI?
know,
breakthrough. It's fucking
absolutely
it's
not.
like Lawnmower Man.
Bryce, as you probably know, Street
Bryce.
Fighter at the time was super fucking popular.
Bryce, if you can't see, like I'm like throwing some heavy fucking quotes on this.
What was the point of Denzel's son asking him to be in this movie? He doesn't.
I don't know if it's son, but it didn't say specifically his son. But
it's just like video game generic. Like, oh, it's kind of about video games being there.
Maybe his son really liked the Lawnmower Man. So he decided to be in this fucking movie.
Yeah, maybe his son liked movies where some chick, you know, fucks a mentally disabled man. Like that's.
So part one for sure. Lawnmower Man. Johnny Mnemonic.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I was just looking.
Oh, Johnny Mnemonic came out in the exact 1995 as well. Roland's looking at that as well. So 40 million, 10 million more than this fucking movie. And well, 26 million technically, the 4 million less, and made double its budget. So.
Oh yeah,
maybe that's why.
It's got Keanu Reeves, right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Was he more hot at the time than Denzel and Russell Crowe?
I think he was like slowly getting into like more. Action type of movies because I mean I don't know, I don't remember when Speed came out, but I know that he like I remember this movie on Cinemax specifically because you go out after church and you want to like
right now, 1995.
Yeah, 95.
When is Prime Denzel? Is that like Training Day or no? Because
no, that's later on. That's way later on. Prime Denzel is like give a few years later on. Like he is. Speed came out in 1994. I don't know when necessarily Johnny Mnemonic was filmed, but they tried to capitalize on the Speed movie with Keanu Reeves. I'm aware of the fact that Denzel Washington came out in, I mentioned this before, is Ricochet with John Lithgow. I don't, and he was in Malcolm X, so he had some sort of star power.
Dude, he's got Philadelphia too.
When did that come out again? Philadelphia? Huh? When did Philadelphia come out?
Like 96.
Really?
Hold on.
Was that before?
We'll find out. Oh, right there. It's Philadelphia right there.
Sorry, no. It was 93.
93. So he had some star power going on with him, man. So
Malcolm X was 92.
Yeah, so this movie was based on the whole was like pretty much banking on the star power of fucking Denzel Washington. But I mean, obviously, it wasn't that good. And according to what I read, he didn't necessarily want to do it, so his kid convinced him to participate in this fucking movie. So,
lesson to be learned: never listen to your kids.
Never. Why would you?
I mean, you got to pay the bills.
There was a quick trivia that I did want to bring up. There was supposed to be a romantic scene between Denzel and the psychiatrist.
Yeah,
but Denzel felt that, the psychologist. Sorry, that the interracial kiss would lower the box office rate.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Did he not see
job, America.
Did he not see Wesley Snipes and in Jungle Fever?
Hey man, I don't know, dude. You ever gone to blacksonblondes.com, man? I'm just telling you, dude. There's some good interracial porn out there, man. I think it would have boosted fucking sales if you ask me, but whatever.
You know, in Seinfeld, they talk about the black and white cookie as bringing people together, but we need to talk about interracial porn.
How about the Oreo, baby? Make that
Ray, have you ever been to New York Deli out here in McAllen?
No, I haven't.
I wanted to check
There's one in Harlingen too, but
the one in Harlingen is kind of.
Do you know they sell a black and white cookie there?
No, I didn't know that.
They do. They sell the Seinfeld black and white cookie, man.
Now, have you gotten it before?
Yes, I have. It was pretty fucking delicious.
Have you internally resolved racism?
It didn't do the Seinfeld thing where it's like, what did he say? It was
we must look to the
in
cookie?
his stomach. When he eats it, like later on, he's like, it's the cookie that brings the people together. But he eats it and he's like, it's like the LA riots in my stomach or some shit like that. I don't know, Ray. Do you remember what he said? It's something like that, right?
I don't recall, but I just remember him saying, "Look to the cookie, look to the cookie," whatever.
Oh, okay.
So I want to bring this portion of our episode to Roland and bring out the list.
All right, so
villains. Sid 6.7. Where does he fit in our list already? So again, we have talked about Only the Strong, which is Velveeta. We have Big Trouble in Little China, Lopan, Last Dragon,
keep introducing. I'm gonna pee.
Demolition Man, Simon Phoenix, Last Action Hero, Benedict, Trauma's War, The Network. Bryce, you were a part of that one. Roland, can you scroll up a bit? We also go down.
Oh.
And we also have Hard Boiled, which is Johnny Wong, Runaway, Doctors Charles Luther, and Richter from Guns Akimbo.
Right.
And Virtuosity, we have Sid at 6.7. Personally, if Sid 6.7 has all these these criminals in his brain,
right,
he could cause a lot of fucking havoc.
Way more badass.
Yeah, he should have been way more harsh. This movie should have been way more violent. But in theory, I'm just gonna go in theory right now, and I'm gonna say my personal list. I'm gonna throw in Sid 6.7 in theory of who he should have been regarding the fact that he has all these.
Come on, Ray. Are you gonna fuck it up?
I'm gonna say that he should be just above Silverio.
All right. I can approve this.
6.7.
7.
Roland.
Just
what about you?
Salvario.
Yeah, just above Salvario. What do you think, Roland? Where does Sid 6.7 place or rank on your list?
To me, like, obviously, he was a huge parody of the fucking Joker, which is supposed to be the embodiment of chaos. The guy has no fucking plan for anything. He's just
wouldn't like a villain that lacks motivation and just wants to cause fucking destruction?
Lack motivation. He just lacks direction.
That's I mean, in that case, like if he's just kind of like,
so he needed a Palpatine.
Okay, well, like go ahead. Where would you put him on your list?
As I would have to say, if he had been given the chance to flourish, I'd probably put him as my number 4. Right above
same as me. Okay, interesting. I do want to comment on the fact that he does have some style. He has some pretty legit suits going on. The blue, the purple. Like, if you can strut to a purple suit,
he fucking
via
strutted
Prince
around naked
with the song, the Bee Gees song "Staying Alive." I mean, I think you warrant above a 5 at least. Personally,
I don't know. I disagree. I feel like the main villain from Meteor Man had a hell of a lot more fashion, dude.
Well, he's not on this list.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's not on this list.
I would put Sid above the Trauma Terrorist. The only reason I don't is because AIDS,
Daniel. I mean, I'm sorry, Bryce. Are we talking about Don Cheadle's blonde-haired villain person, or
the main guy? Well, they all had pretty badass fashion about it.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
Was it the
rocking those vests?
What was the name of the gang? The Phoenix? No,
they were sharp.
The Phoenix. Yeah,
the Golden something.
The Golden
Dragons.
Golden Dragon, some shit like that.
So Daniel, where would you put Sid 6.7 on your list right now?
All right, so could I have my list right?
Yes, you have Simon Phoenix number 1, Shonuff, Richter, Silverio, Lopan, Benedict, the Trauma Terrorists,
AIDS Brigade.
Luther, and Johnny Wong.
I'm gonna go ahead and put Homeboy right on top of good old Benedict.
Okay.
Because I feel that he reaped more chaos. So the way I usually structure my list is like their overall impact in the world or whatever.
Right.
And so I think that, the terror that good old Sid 6.7 brought was better than Benedict's, which is kind of fun. They're both like fictional characters that got brought into the real world. So maybe there's a whole like Cinekuest tangent off that bullshit.
Well, the tangent can come whenever we actually discuss the full list. So
yeah, so I think that so that puts Sid 6.7 at number 5 for me.
That actually puts him in number 6.
Oh,
so
okay,
you have Simon Phoenix, Shonuff, Richter, Silverio, and then Lopan, and then Sid 6.7.
Gotcha.
Right. And again, you can always take a look at your list. Move some stuff around.
Dick with it,
yeah, for sure.
I will.
Well, you don't have the right to fuck with anyone.
Yeah, fuck with your column, not ours.
I don't have the
Bitch.
right. Yes, you're right.
Because in like 2 months, we're going to run the same bullshit where we don't know what our fucking lists are anymore. Because
and you'll have me to thank for providing you the correct information.
No, I'm just going to say fuck you at that point.
Roland, if you fuck with the list, like there's gonna be violence upon you.
I would never. Ray, good luck.
Roland, I hate to say it, but I am stronger than you.
Oh God. All right.
Well,
You're so
this
strong,
has gotten
Ray.
from a
So violent.
fucking
So angry.
MoQuest fights.
No, not
Live stream.
Not angry.
You want to arm wrestle Ray?
I mean, if you need proof, then fine. So it's
Ray, you always get a little violent when you drink, man.
all right, fuck this. Just for our, only Bryce's nice benefit, just whip him out, guys. Let's just see. And just
So are we gonna slam
There you
our
go.
dicks down on the table and arm wrestle at the same time?
whoever's dick falls off first loses.
There you go. Good old fashioned dick wrestling.
My penis.
No, that'd
Strong.
be wrestling, I think.
Well, I do have to say, I have to pee first. So I mean, like that hinders my my portion of this. Okay, so is there any other? We talked about our villains. Bryce, if there's the movies that you've seen so far.
Yeah, man, I was gonna. I don't know if I should be part of the list.
No, go ahead. Like,
if you want to.
Well, I was gonna ask you one question. Why is Shonuff so low, man? I don't remember.
Well,
he ain't shit.
Shonuff to
Thank
me.
you, Bryce. Actually, that's a great question.
Look, Shonuff
Ray,
to
would you field that, please?
Shonuff to me. Shonuff
Care to
is number
defend your
2.
thesis?
Shonuff is number 2. Shonuff is number 1 for me. Shonuff is number 2 for Daniel. Shonuff is number 5 for Roland.
How does the list? I mean, how are these guys
it's
ranked?
very
Is this
subjective.
Average, law of averages, or
No,
something?
it's very subjective.
It's personal, actually.
Yeah, it's very personal. Like, do you want to talk about charisma? You want to talk about effect on the world? You want to talk about maybe like how they actually
pretty low
their plan that they had concocted during the movie? Like, what was their plan throughout this whole movie? And it can be any number of factors that come into play whenever you're deciding.
Yeah,
your
and
list.
even like on my own ranking scale, like Shonuff probably should be a lot lower.
Yep.
But I love that fucking villain.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's going to be probably top 3 no matter what we throw into this fucking list. Like easily.
Bryce, you have.
I will say, you know, I guess he does have a lot of charisma. Impact on the world. I mean, in what way though, man? I mean, if anything, he just gave fucking network shit ton more ratings. Like, you know what I mean? He's got the viewership up, but I don't know. What's the list again?
Okay, so right now we have Only the Strong Salvador. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I've seen just a little bit of it.
Okay, we have Salvador. We have Lopan from Big Trouble in Little China. We have Last Dragon.
In what order? Are we going ascending or descending?
No. The order I'm giving you is the movies that we've seen so far.
Also, we don't have like a...
Oh, well, so what Ray's trying to do is he's just trying to give you the list, and based on what you've seen or may have not seen, you can rank them.
So I gotta rank everybody right now?
No. You can technically, if you want to participate,
because I haven't.
Again, Bryce, I'm only gonna base your rank on the movies you've seen so far. So I mean, if you've seen whatever movies you've seen, you can kind of like go through the villains themselves. So I mean, you've technically seen Virtuosity halfway through.
Last Dragon.
Have you seen?
Ray kind of freezing it up a bit.
Oh,
hold up.
Okay, go ahead.
You saw Trauma's War,
of course.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so have you seen Last Action Hero?
Of course.
Okay, have you seen Demolition Man?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Silence is...
No, you guys cut out a little bit.
Yeah, have you seen Demolition Man?
Demolition Man.
Yes, of course.
Last Dragon.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
Big Trouble in Little China?
Most definitely.
Okay, so based on those, I would like
You've
for
seen
you...
most on the list,
Yeah, most.
I would like you, Bryce, to gather... I can give you the list, Bryce, and you can go through and determine which villains that you want to rank in any way you want to, and any criteria that you feel necessary as far as like how you want them to be placed on your particular list. It doesn't have to be by any criteria necessarily. It's all your criteria.
Yeah, and like there's no prize at the end of the year for who has the best list or whatever. Like,
well, that's fine. I just didn't know if you guys seemed like you already had compiled a list already.
Well, we have, but
it's been like
it's all just like our personal ratings on like these villains for via whatever criteria we place upon them.
Bryce, the last episode that we're going to do for the year is us actually discussing in more in depth why we place these villains in the rank that we have. So it's something for you to think about. You don't have to do it right now because I wouldn't necessarily want you to do that. I want you to think about it more, and you can
you're no fun anymore.
Well, I want you to like just, you know, you can think about it more, and then you can kind of like if you join us on the next movie that we talk about, then you can talk about your list up until this point, or you can wait to the very end to decide how you want to rank all these people.
Word, gotcha.
Word. And I mean, telling you to do that off the cuff, I mean, you might as well just spew out the names that I just said to you in any order that you feel like, because I mean, you don't have the time to think about it necessarily. And I don't want to put you under that much pressure. So.
What you gonna do, Bryce?
Cry?
All right, man. Well, okay. So it was charisma, effect on the world, and what else was the other?
Oh no! Like, dude,
this is personal. Like you don't have to be
like,
that.
My list is based on like impact on the world. Ray's maybe like charisma. Roland's is probably like most devious plan or whatever. Yep. Like just these are just like random examples of like. So you can say like I like their hair and rank them on hair. You know.
I got you, man. But I kind of like the idea of the like impact on the world and devious plans. So based on that criteria, I would probably say the AIDS terrorists. That's number one if you think about it. Fuck, and then you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna give a Lopan number one just because like that's my boy, man. But it's gotta be Lopan number one. Probably AIDS terrorist number two for me. Show Enough number three, and what else would Demolition Man?
Simon Phoenix, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, well, yeah. Wesley Snipes. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But
Simon
I'm gonna give him 4,
Phoenix, yeah.
and I'm gonna give this guy Sid
Simon
6.7.
motherfucking Phoenix.
Simon Phoenix, yes. I'll give him 4, and then the last one for me is Sid 6.7, man.
Right on. Okay. All right. Bryce, I'll send you the list, and you can like.
Please do. So
I will.
And also, maybe I can go ahead and
check out the
watch
movies
some of them.
yourself, yeah.
I'm missing. Yeah, should be good.
Because I mean, like, they're all fun movies.
Yeah.
Oh, that's her. Bryce, FYI, the list that we concocted is already shared with you, so you can go on your Gmail and check it out.
Oh, okay. It's on Docs or what?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right. So, gentle people.
Mental gen.
Very respective of other people's opinions.
Absolutely not.
And
I think I am. I just give shit to Roland because it's fun.
oh yeah,
I'm
me too. Yeah.
I'm not. You can
Roll.
Whatever you want.
I'm
I don't think Roland counts in that like discussion of offending people.
Don't worry, baby girls. I will fix your lists.
You see
One at
that?
a time
He's threatening. That's a threat.
He's already threatening us.
The promise of correction.
Think of all of the verbal abuse that I receive, and then all the verbal abuse Ray gets, and then
Bounces off
when
me
Roland gets on the
onto
bottle,
you.
can get a little mean. But that's Ray's story to tell.
I say
I'm not
that
gonna-
Daniel, you say the bottle, but it's
no
fizzy hard seltzer drinks.
He's just like clinking, like trying to like aggressively throw little tins at you, and
Maybe it's that
The ball's empty, cunts.
pineapple antioxidant vitamin C drink.
Oh, but he doesn't have that body
Cucumber
bottle.
vodka.
That is,
You bunch of bitches.
so you get one chance, Roland. Make it count.
All right, so
What seltzer are you drinking?
Vizzy.
Vizzy.
Busy, some weird-
Oh,
has vitamin C and antioxidants.
yeah, I heard about that. I've seen some billboards for that, man. They're like, another seltzer. Yes, but this one has antioxidants or some shit like that.
Yeah, so I don't feel guilty enough. I'm getting my vitamins and my antioxidants, and I feel
You're
better about
drinking
myself.
that.
Oh, we both
they
are. We both
I'm
are.
drinking.
Another-
I'm drinking
okay.
proper beer. Yeah.
All I know is that it just makes me need to take a wee wee. So I'm gonna end this episode right now. My name is Ray,
This is Roland.
and in Pacific Northwest.
Hey. What
He's
you doing?
He's doing this on purpose.
Being a bitch.
Daniel.
Smells like a bitch.
It's pretty frozen. Oh,
That's
nice.
bitch.
Daniel.
Bitch.
No,
We're saying bye now.
I know. But
Okay.
I was just ignoring you guys.
Yeah,
'cause
I thought
don't want
so.
it to end.
I thought
don't
so.
want the fun to end.
I thought so.
But yeah. So I guess I'll say
Bye.
peace out, bitches.
All right, and Bryce.
Yo.
All right. We'll see y'all next time. Evil Dead is coming up, so
Fuck
enjoy
yeah.
that.
Woo. That'll be some fun shit.
I have to go fucking pee like really bad.
All right. Baby bladder.
Wow.